Good evening. Texas Rangers investigating tonight after a deadly shooting involving Abilene police. Officers say they shot and killed a woman in the 1000 block of Grape Street after they say she fired at them and a neighbor. We have team coverage on this tonight. KTexas reporter Alejandra Puente joins us live from the scene with reaction. But first we go to Karina Hollingsworth. She's live at police headquarters with the details.
Court documents say APD was called to a home on Grape Street at 9 p.m. last night because the deceased woman, who has now been identified as Angela Jaquez, discharged a weapon on a woman who was actually living in the home in front of the shed she was accused of squatting in for months. Court documents also say the shooting was unprovoked. The victim told officers she took her dog outside to use the bathroom, and that's when she saw Jaquez staring at her through the window. The victim then said she saw Jaquez stick the muzzle of a gun out of the doorway and fire one round. Fearing for her life, court documents say the victim ran back towards her own home. While running for her life, the victim heard yet another gunshot fly past her ear before it struck her home. Court documents say officers ordered Jaquez to exit the small shed, but Jaquez barricaded herself inside instead. After several hours of negotiating, APD said Jaquez opened the door and fired around at the officers, who then returned fire. 44-year-old Jaquez was pronounced dead at the scene. We reached out to APD for more information on the shooting, and they told us, quote, "We are going to let the Texas Rangers proceed without hindering," end quote. We now turn things over to Alejandra Puente, who joins us live from where it all happened.
Karina, that's right. Neighbors here are shaken up after everything that happened right behind this greenhouse right here. They described the gunshots as loud as booms, almost like a bomb. Here's what one witness who was just across the street saw. Nearby neighbors were woken up by police sirens on Grape Street Monday night after police responded to a call. We spoke to Crystal England, an Abilene resident of 17 years and a witness who was near the scene when shots were fired.
I've never witnessed nothing like that. I mean, I didn't go to bed till after 6 this morning because I was terribly upset. It was very sad. And to see that was somebody's mother.
England says she saw smoke coming out of the home after hours of police trying to talk to the victim, Angela Jaquez.
And this went on for about 3 hours. I mean, they would blast off the sirens and then they would talk to her. Next thing I know, literally 4 to 5 loud bangs and then smoke came pouring out of the back of the house.
We knocked on doors around the neighborhood, and those that chose to be off camera said that they heard gunshots that sounded like loud flash bangs.
We heard the bangs, like I said, and smoke. She was screaming, and then all of a sudden, like I said, like 10, 15 minutes later, it just went real quiet. And then the next thing you know, the shots went off.
Neighbors said police had a drone and that they could hear them trying to make sure Jaquez was okay.
This whole time, all we kept hearing was, I guess, officer calling her by name, asking her to please come out, show that she's okay, you know, that they want to help her.
England says she couldn't go to bed until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and she just hopes she never sees this again.
I can still hear her screaming. That's what bothers me. It's sad that it had to end that way. I wish it didn't, because, like I said, that's somebody's mother.
Now England just hopes that the victim's family and all police officers are okay. Reporting live in Abilene, Alejandra Puente, KTexas News.